The only thing standing between you and a profitable side hustle is one good idea. In the next few minutes, I'm giving you 33 of them, complete with costs and a clear business plan. Your only job is to pay attention, because the person who succeeds is the one who's still watching when their perfect idea comes along. Let's find yours. The candle market is booming, but instead of competing on scents and waxes, let's talk about the one thing every single candle needs: a perfectly prepared wick. This is a candle wick cutting and assembly machine, and it's a brilliant B2B hustle. You simply feed it a large spool of wick material and a hopper of metal sustainer tabs. The machine then automatically measures, cuts the wick to your desired length, and crimps the metal base on, producing thousands of ready-to-use wicks per hour. A machine like this can be found for around $2,500. The raw materials cost you fractions of a cent per wick, but they sell for 5 to 10 cents each in bulk. Your customers are the thousands of craft candle makers on Etsy, at local markets, and even small to medium candle brands who'd rather buy them ready-made. You become their essential supplier, a profitable niche hiding in plain sight. The pet industry is a goldmine, and owners are paying top dollar for healthy, natural treats. Forget baking by hand. This is a dog biscuit forming and baking machine, and it automates the whole process. You prepare your special dough, say with oat flour and pumpkin, load it in, and the machine forms it into perfect shapes like bones or paws, then bakes them in its built-in tunnel oven. You can get a machine like this starting around $4,000. Your ingredients are cheap, but a bag of these artisanal treats can easily sell for $10 to $15. Sell them at farmers markets, local pet shops, or online. By focusing on a niche like grain-free or allergy-friendly recipes, you can tap into a high-demand, high-profit market that's growing every year. Artisan soap is a huge market, but what makes a simple bar look like a luxury product? Professional branding. This is a soap stamping machine, and it's your key to a clever service business. The machine uses pneumatic pressure to press a custom logo or design cleanly onto a plain bar of soap. You can get a solid semi-automatic press for around $1,500. Now, here's the twist. You don't even have to make soap. You can offer a stamping service to the thousands of soap makers on Etsy and at farmers markets. They send you their plain bars. You charge 30 to 50 cents a stamp and instantly elevate their product. You're not selling soap, you're selling a professional finish that lets them double their prices. Serious fishermen know the right lure can make or break a day on the water, and they'll pay a premium for custom designs. This isn't a single machine, but a complete custom fishing lure painting and curing station. It's a setup that includes an airbrush for creating unique fish-attracting patterns and a motorized lure rotator. This rotator is key. It turns the lures slowly, ensuring a perfectly smooth, rock-hard epoxy finish that big brands can't match. You can assemble a professional-grade station like this for about $600. You buy blank lures for $1 or $2, but your custom-painted creations can sell for $12 to $20 each. Sell them on Etsy, fishing forums, or directly to local tackle shops. You're not just selling plastic and paint, you're selling a fisherman's secret weapon. The global demand for incense is massive, stretching from spiritual practices to the booming wellness and home fragrance markets. This isn't a garbati or incense stick-making machine, and it's your entry ticket. The process is straightforward. You feed it blank bamboo sticks and a prepared paste, usually a mix of charcoal and wood powders. The machine then rapidly coats each stick, producing thousands of raw incense sticks per hour. A reliable automatic machine can be sourced for about $1,500. The real profit, however, is in the scent. After the sticks dry, you dip them in your own custom fragrance oils. A pack that costs you pennies to produce can be sold for $5 to $10, especially when you target niche markets like yoga studios, artisan shops, or build your own brand online. How do you turn a commodity like sugar into a premium product? With this, a sugar cube making machine. Forget boring white squares. This machine, which you can get for around $2,000, presses sugar into any shape you can imagine. Hearts, stars, you name it. You simply mix granulated sugar with a tiny bit of a binder, and the machine does the rest. The raw material costs pennies, but a small box of custom-shaped or flavored sugar cubes sells for a premium. Your market? High-end cafes, gift shops, and the massive wedding and party favor industry. You're not just selling sugar, you're selling a tiny piece of luxury. Okay, a quick but important side note on that. Having a website for any of these businesses is mandatory for success. And look, I want to give you a personal suggestion for when you launch it. There's a platform called Uptime Card. It's totally free, but here's a little secret not many people know. When you register now, they automatically upgrade you to their premium plan that normally costs money, and you get to keep it for a very long time, for free. What's cool is it doesn't just monitor your site's uptime and even give you data-driven advice on the best technology to build your website with in the first place. Anyway, it's a transparent service I genuinely recommend. Okay, back to the machines. Even in our digital world, the ballpoint pen is everywhere. This is a ball pen assembly machine, a surprisingly simple way to tap into a huge market. It takes the pre-made parts, the barrel, the ink refill, the tip, and the cap, and puts them together at lightning speed. You can get a basic machine for around $2,000. Each pen costs you just a few cents in parts to assemble, but you can sell them in bulk to your real customers, schools, offices, and especially businesses that need promotional items. Add a simple pad printer, and you can offer custom branding, turning a cheap pen into a valuable marketing tool for them, and a consistent profit for you. Think about every office, law firm, and clinic in your town. They all generate mountains of sensitive documents that need to be destroyed securely. This is an industrial paper shredding machine, and it's the heart of a brilliant service business. You're not just shredding paper. You're selling security and peace of mind. The business model pays you twice. First, you charge companies a fee to destroy their confidential records. Then, you take the shredded paper, bale it up, and sell it by the pound to recycling centers or as eco-friendly packaging filler. A robust starter machine costs around $3,500. You solve a major compliance problem for businesses and profit from the waste stream. The handmade candle market is massive, but pouring them one by one in your kitchen is slow and messy. This is a candle making machine, and it's your key to scaling up. It's essentially a multi-nozzle filling system. You load your pre-wicked jars, and it dispenses the perfect amount of hot, scented wax into multiple containers at once, ensuring total consistency. A semi-automatic setup like this can start around $3,000. Considering a candle that costs you about $3 in materials can retail for $20 or more. The profit is undeniable. This machine lets you move beyond a hobby and start supplying gift shops, fulfilling corporate orders, or launching a serious online brand. Forget making bath bombs by hand. It's slow and they crumble. This is a bath bomb press machine, and it's your key to the massive self-care market. You simply mix your ingredients with your secret scents and colors, and the machine uses pneumatic power to press them into dense, professional-grade bombs every time. A good press starts around $1,500. Now the numbers. Your cost per bomb can be under $1, but they easily sell for $5 to $8 a piece. Sell on Etsy, at craft fairs, or create your own brand. You're not just making bath bombs, you're crafting high-profit relaxation. Here's a product with a massive dedicated cultural and household market, camphor tablets. They're used in everything from religious ceremonies to keeping clothes fresh. This is a camphor tablet making machine, and it's a remarkably simple operation. It's a powerful press. You pour in raw camphor powder, and the machine automatically compresses and ejects thousands of perfectly formed tablets per hour. A compact automatic unit like this can be found for around $2,000. The raw powder is incredibly cheap in bulk, but the finished tablets sell with a huge markup. You can package them and supply them to ethnic grocery stores, religious supply shops, and online marketplaces. It's a high-volume, consumable product business, hiding in plain sight. It's one of the most overlooked products on the planet, but it's used by the billion. I'm talking about the toothpick. A toothpick making machine, or more accurately, a small production line, handles everything. You start with cheap bamboo logs, and the machine slices them into strips, roll them into threads, cut them to size, and sharpen the points. A basic line can cost as little as $6,000. Here's the play. You're not selling little boxes in a grocery store. You're selling bulk cases directly to restaurant suppliers, hotels, and catering companies. The profit per toothpick is tiny, but when you're shipping out 1 million at a time, it adds up incredibly fast. Aquaculture is a massive industry, but forget raising the fish. Focus on feeding them. This is a fish feed pellet machine, and it's a surprisingly smart business. You simply create your own custom mix of ingredients, think fish meal, soy, and vitamins, and this machine presses it into perfectly sized pellets. A small-scale unit can be bought for around $1,500. The magic is in the margins. You can create high-protein feed for local fish farms or color-enhancing blends for expensive koi breeders. Sell your specialized fresh feed directly to them, undercutting the big brands while offering a superior custom product. It's a B2B hustle that feeds a constantly growing market. Ever wonder where the millions of rubber bands used daily come from? That's your opportunity. This is a rubber band making machine, and it's a master of one simple, profitable task. You feed it a long rubber tube, and a blade slices it into perfect bands at an insane speed. A machine like this can be found starting around $3,000. Your profit isn't in one band, but in the thousands you produce per hour. You sell them by the bag or the box to office supply companies, farms that bundle produce, and postal services. You're not selling a fancy product, you're selling a commodity that businesses constantly need to reorder. Think about how many of these get used and thrown away in every school, office, and craft room. This is a glue stick production machine, a surprisingly simple way to tap into a massive consumables market. The process is straightforward. The machine takes empty plastic tubes, injects them with molten adhesive, and then cools and caps them. A small-scale production line can be found for around $3,500. The cost to produce one stick is just a few cents, but you can sell them in bulk packs to schools, office suppliers, and craft stores for a huge markup. You're not just making glue, you're creating a constant demand product everyone needs. The craft and beauty industries run on sparkle, and you can be the one supplying it. This is a glitter cutting machine, and it's a shockingly profitable niche. It takes large rolls of colored or metallized film and uses precision blades to slice it into thousands of tiny, perfectly shaped pieces. A machine like this can be yours for around $3,500. The magic isn't just in making glitter, it's in making custom glitter. Create unique color blends, chunky, holographic cuts, or eco-friendly biodegradable options. Your raw material cost is pennies, but custom glitter sells at a massive premium to nail artists, resin crafters, and cosmetic brands on Etsy. Think about how much money we all spend on brand name laundry detergent. Now, what if you could make your own for a fraction of the cost and sell it? This is a detergent powder mixing machine. The process is surprisingly simple. You buy raw ingredients like soda ash and surfactants in bulk for pennies on the dollar, add your own formula or scent, and this machine perfectly blends it all. A small-scale mixer like this can be found for under $2,000. You can then bag your own detergent brand and sell it to local laundromats, hotels, cleaning services, or even at local markets. You're cutting out the middleman and the massive marketing costs, creating a high-demand product with huge profit margins. Think chalk is just for old-school blackboards? Think again. It's a surprisingly consistent market. This is a chalk making machine, and it's one of the lowest cost entry points into manufacturing. You simply mix a slurry of plaster, water, and pigments, pour it into the machine's molds, and it forms dozens of perfect sticks at once. Here's the kicker. You can get a machine for as little as $500. The raw materials for a box of chalk cost just pennies, but a pack of custom-colored or jumbo sidewalk chalk can sell for $5 or more. Your market isn't just schools, it's craft stores, toy shops, and every parent looking for a classic outdoor toy. Think beyond the big brands and tap into the creative market. This is a crayon molding machine, and it's your ticket into the profitable world of art supplies. You simply melt your chosen wax. Think non-toxic beeswax or soy wax. Add your pigments, and the machine injects the hot liquid into molds. But here's the twist. You're not making standard crayons. With custom molds, you can create crayons shaped like animals, letters, or dinosaurs. A small-scale machine costs around $3,500. The cost to produce is minimal, but a unique, custom-shaped set sells for a premium on Etsy or at local craft fairs, making it a perfect business for parents, schools, and gift shops. Every kitchen, restaurant, and cleaning service has them, but have you ever thought about who makes them? This is a scrubber making machine, one of the simplest and most profitable setups you can get. It takes a single spool of stainless steel wire, flattens it, spirals it, and cuts it into a finished scrubber ball, all automatically. A machine like this costs around $1,800. Each scrubber costs you less than 5 cents in wire to produce. You then bag them up and sell them to dollar stores, restaurant suppliers, and janitorial companies. They're a high-volume, disposable item, which means constant repeat orders. It's a surprisingly simple way to turn cheap metal wire into a steady stream of cash. Rope is everywhere, from construction sites to home decor, but have you ever thought about making it yourself? This is a rope making machine, and it's simpler than you think. You feed it spools of fiber, like jute, cotton, or synthetic nylon, and it twists them into strong, sellable rope. A machine like this starts around $3,500. The business model is straightforward. Buy cheap raw fiber and sell the finished rope by the foot at a major markup. Your customers could be anyone from local hardware stores and farms to rock climbers and the massive crafting community. It's a foundational product with a surprisingly high profit ceiling. This might be one of the most accessible and creative businesses on our list. We're talking about a vinyl sticker cutting plotter. The concept is simple. You create a design on your computer, load a roll of vinyl, and the machine's tiny blade perfectly cuts out your graphic. A good, reliable desktop plotter will only set you back about $400. Here's the magic. A few cents worth of vinyl can be turned into a custom sticker that sells for $3, $5, or even more. The profit margins are insane. You can sell to anyone and everyone. Local businesses needing logos for their windows, car enthusiasts, or create unique sticker packs to sell on Etsy. It's a low-investment, high-creativity hustle you can run right from your desk. Everyone thinks of erasers as cheap school supplies, but they're also a fantastic promotional product. This eraser making machine lets you tap into that market. It works by taking a rubber compound, extruding it, and cutting it into custom shapes. Think beyond the simple rectangle. We're talking logos, characters, anything you can design. You can get a basic machine for about $3,000. The real money is in the customization. Sell branded erasers to companies, unique shapes to school stores, or novelty sets online. Your cost is cents, but the perceived value is much, much higher. Everyone loves a good jigsaw puzzle, but the real money isn't in landscapes, it's in personalization. This is a puzzle die cutting machine, and it lets you turn any image, a family photo, a company logo, a piece of art, into a tangible product. You just mount a printed image onto cardboard, place it on the cutting die, and this hydraulic press stamps out all the pieces at once. A machine for a small operation starts around $3,500. But here's the profit. Your cost per puzzle is low, maybe $5 to $7, but they sell for $30 or more on sites like Etsy. You can target the gift market, corporate clients, or partner with local artists. It's a fantastic way to piece together a profitable side business. Move over dry kibble. The fresh pet food revolution is here, and it's a premium market. This is a fresh pet food cooking and packaging system. It's an automated cooking kettle that gently simmers ingredients like meats and vegetables, and a packaging unit that portions and vacuum seals it. You can get a starter system for around $5,000. The profit margins are insane. You use simple, whole ingredients, but subscription services for this type of food can run over $100 a month per pet. Start a local delivery service and build a loyal customer base of pet parents who want the absolute best for their furry family. Forget messy sprays. The men's grooming market is shifting towards premium, portable products like solid cologne, and you don't need a factory, just this, a magnetic stirrer hot plate. This simple lab-grade setup costs as little as $300 and lets you produce boutique quality products right on your countertop. The process is simple. You gently melt beeswax and carrier oils, blend in your unique fragrance combinations, and pour the mixture into small metal tins to set. The cost per tin is incredibly low, maybe $2, but they sell online and in barbershops for $20 or more. It's a high-margin, trendy product that's perfect for a stylish, modern side hustle. Tap into the booming, eco-friendly market with a seed ball making machine. This clever device takes a mix of clay, compost, and your chosen seeds and automatically rolls them into perfect seed bombs. These are incredibly popular for guerrilla gardening as unique wedding favors, or for pollinator garden kits. A small-scale machine costs around $2,000. Your cost per ball is just pennies, but a nicely packaged bag of wildflower or herb bombs can sell for $10 to $15. You're not just selling a product, you're selling a fun, green experience, and that's a business people love to support. From public restrooms to hotel closets, solid air fresheners are an invisible but essential product. This is an air freshener block making machine, and it's your entry into this surprisingly large market. It's essentially a compact hydraulic press. You simply create your base mix with your chosen fragrance, load it into the machine, and it presses out perfectly shaped, dense blocks ready for packaging. A machine like this starts at around $2,000. Your cost per block is just pennies, but you can sell them in bulk to businesses for $1 or more each. Your real customers are janitorial suppliers, cleaning companies, and car washes. They need a constant, reliable supply, and you'll be the one to provide it. Think beyond standard playing cards. The real money is in custom decks, and this is the machine that makes it happen. It's a playing card printing and cutting machine. You print your unique designs. Think wedding favors, corporate branding, or an indie board game onto cardstock sheets. The machine then perfectly die cuts them into professional quality cards with rounded corners. A setup for this can start around $3,500. While your production cost is just a couple of dollars per deck, you can sell these custom decks for $15, $20, or even more. You become the go-to printer for event planners, small businesses, and the huge community of independent game designers. Every guitarist needs picks, but the real money is in personalization. This is a custom guitar pick punching machine. You take any design, a band's logo, a cool graphic, anything, print it onto sheets of plastic, and this machine punches out perfect, professional quality picks. You can get a solid setup for this for around $1,800. Your cost to make one custom pick is literally pennies, but a small batch of 10 can easily sell for $15 to $20. This is a killer side hustle for tapping into the music scene, creating merch for local bands, or selling unique gifts online to a very passionate audience. While everyone focuses on making fancy pens or entire pencils, you can supply the one thing they all run out of, the lead. This is a pencil lead making machine. It takes a simple, cheap mixture of graphite and clay, extrudes it into long, perfect strands, which are then baked and cut. A machine like this will set you back around $3,500. You can produce thousands of leads for pennies, package them into refill tubes, and sell them for a huge markup. Your market is massive. Students, artists, architects, and offices. You're not selling a product. You're selling the essential consumable that keeps everyone else writing. Think about this. Nearly every dog owner needs one thing: a good, reliable ID tag. This is a manual dog tag embossing machine, and it's one of the simplest entry points into the lucrative pet market. You load a blank metal tag, spin the dial to select the letters and numbers for the pet's name and owner's phone number, and pull the lever to permanently stamp the info. A machine like this can cost as little as $300. Blank tags are less than $1, but a finished, personalized tag sells for $10 to $15. Set up an online store, visit local farmers markets, or partner with pet groomers. It's a low investment, high margin business driven by the love people have for their pets. Here's a business idea that's literally essential for keeping things clean. Every store, warehouse, and job site needs them. This is a broom making machine. More specifically, it's a tufting machine. You feed it pre-made plastic broom heads and spools of bristles. The machine then automatically punches and staples the bristles into the head at high speed, creating a finished broom head in seconds. A semi-automatic machine like this starts around $3,500. While a single broom isn't expensive, the profit is in the volume. Your real customers are janitorial supply companies, hardware stores, and contractors who buy hundreds at a time. This is a classic B2B play on a product everyone needs but nobody thinks about making.